All right. Well, Bill Burr is making his way into the studio.
Well, Jimmy's got to go.
Oh, Bill's here, okay.
Oh, no, you don't have to go read the
Hi,
paper?
Bill. No, I was going to make a phone call. But
Bill Burr, everyone.
Burr.
Hi, Bill.
Bring it in. How are you? Gentlemen, what's
Bill
going
Burr.
on?
What's up, Bill?
Hi, sir.
I was complimenting your podcast earlier today. I finally started checking it out.
Well, thank you.
People love
It's
it.
really good, man.
Oh, they
I
love
like
it.
a lot.
where are you coming from?
Terrytown. That's the sound of me taking off my coat, ladies and gentlemen.
The Velcro.
Velcro.
Yeah.
How was the gig?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Someone tweeted me and said that you beat the shit out of someone in the front row, and it was awesome. They were texting or fucking something.
No, yeah, some guy bought a ticket for him and his girl, and she blew him off. And then, like, he said, to hell with it, I'm still going to the show. So, you know, she's like, oh my God, was he having a good time without we? So she starts texting him during the show. So he's having like a text fight. So I was like, what are you doing? And he explained the thing. So he just handed me the phone.
That's funny.
And I just texted, this is Bill Burr, leave this poor bastard alone. And I hit send, and the hilarity ensued.
Hilarity.
You made something out of it.
Yes, I did.
At the Jim Norton show, Caroline's, we had a guy.
Two nights. The
nights
night
in a
you
row?
were there and the next night we had,
Yeah.
and guys right in the fucking that front center table.
Oh, it's brutal.
And you can tell he's a huge fan of Jim Norton. That's the problem. It's not one of these guys that walked in with a bachelor party or some shit.
Right.
You can tell the guy really likes Jim. He's even
Kenny
admitting.
gave him a talking.
He's like, look, I've been, checking you out for the last 10 years. I'm a fan. But he wouldn't
stop
shut up.
interrupting. So then he leaves, right? And Kenny
But
takes
Jimmy,
him out.
I love you.
But, dude,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
amazing. They never think they're wrong. I hate alcohol. And then outside in the signing line, I'm talking to him and his chick for a minute. I'm trying to be nice to him. And then I'm going to take a picture with his chick. He goes, oh, fuck this guy. He's a sellout. Like he's in a blackout. And the night before, some big fat guy up front kept interrupting and pointing at his friend going, here.
Oh, God, what is that?
I'm like, are there any single girls? He's like, He's like, you know the type. And they never think they're fucking wrong, dude.
Fucking idiots.
They're amazed when they get
I had
thrown
a
out.
guy, the biggest one I ever had was this guy at DC Improv. He was the biggest asshole. He was. I didn't want to say what the guy was saying during my act because your listeners will
Of
then
course,
do
they'll
it.
start doing
right.
it.
Just would not shut up. Helpful heckling, screaming the whole time. So finally he gets tossed out.
Yeah.
And it's the classic comedy club tossing out. They put him like 1/8 of an inch beyond the door, and they're just like, well, that settles that problem. They turn their backs. Of course he comes back in. And I'm standing there, right? And we really got into it and doing the stupid DVDs. And the last guy, who am I looking at? The asshole they're supposed to throw out. And he's like, you don't understand. I love you.
Oh,
he's like
God.
spitting in my face as he's telling me that he loves me. Oh, it was brutal.
And then the club does nothing, right?
Oh, even better. Comes back the next night. They don't even recognize him. Somebody overhears him saying, I'm sitting down in the front and I'm yelling out all his punchlines. And they put him right in the third row. And I come walking out, and there's the
man.
Same guy.
Same guy. And rather like an idiot, I don't just say, hey, this is the same guy. I just stand there defensively, delivering my act in an angry way, just waiting for this guy. So now I start having a bad show.
Oh, shit.
And then out of nowhere, the guy says one thing and they toss him out. And then the crowd turned on me. And this guy was just going like, dude, you're the headliner. You should have to deal with that or something. I don't know, something like that.
Did you explain what happened the night before?
You didn't explain?
I had it.
You almost
No.
have to at that point.
But I think
No,
if someone tried to walk out on the check, the fucking club would have somebody there stopping him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's a little more important.
Choke him out.
yeah, just sit there and enjoy, man. Please.
What's worse
I
than
feel
when you're
bad for these guys.
What's worse than when you're bombing in front of somebody who you know is rooting for you to bomb, like somebody who doesn't like you?
That's gotta suck.
It's the
That's a bad
worst.
one.
Are you taking a peek at them to see?
Every so often you give an
I don't
Are you
give a
taking a
fuck.
peek at the guy?
I have to
Going,
tell you what. I
I'm
gotta tell
bombing
you.
for that guy.
I have to tell you what the guy was saying. I don't give a shit if this hurts me for a couple of weeks. Any joke I would tell, the crowd would laugh and he'd just go, "Oh, Billy!" Dude, it was like maniacal. Like I was thinking, like maybe he's gonna stop, and he just kept doing it.
What an asshole.
Yeah, and I kept going, dude, you're freaking people out. You're ruining the show for everybody. So, and he said, Mom, I love you.
They don't understand. They're just
Classic.
self-centered.
Fucking classic.
And they get so mad, they turn so fast, and they can't comprehend how they're fucking it up for
And
everybody.
it's the alcohol.
how many?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the alcohol.
How many downloads you doing a week? About? Your numbers are up there.
Yeah, about 125, 150.
150,000
Yeah.
a week.
I've been doing like
Holy fuck!
You do 1 hour a week?
Guacamole. Yes, I do.
That's great.
I got to do one after
Don't do
this.
it. No more than an hour. Not that you need advice from me.
No more than an hour.
'Cause
And
I'm-
you do it once a week. Leave them wanting more, Opie.
Dude,
you
I'm
go.
starting to like download the podcast. I got too many to listen to now. So an hour, it's like beautiful. All right, I'll knock off Bill Burr. I'm going to knock off Bill Burr and Jay Moore today. It's my day.
Oh yeah, Jesus, great.
Will you go?
He says he's doing it because of you.
I was listening to Florentine's. Florentine's is hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't checked his out yet.
It's hilarious. I listened to the one where he went off on the Super Bowl.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I was working with Verzi last night. We were driving back, listening to it, trying to do Florentine.
Yeah. I liked your take on basketball.
Fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's awful.
What guy is enjoying that? Why?
Fucking Bud Light commercial. Like, never seen a good-looking girl before. Yeah. Ridiculous. What a joke. What a joke. Yeah. So we were just listening to that, just waiting for him to say, fucking joke. And just dying laughing.
He killed it on the whole Tebow angle.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It's really... well, he did it on our show. I don't know if he did it on his podcast yet, though.
Oh, I got to hear that.
It's really good.
No, his
I won't
stuff,
spoil it for you.
his stuff on sports is
really good, right?
Impeccable. Oh yeah.
His ability to deal logically with it, he's fucking undefeatable.
I said it to Jay, but it's also you're the same way. You guys always have a great take on sports. You, Jay, and certainly Florentine.
Oh,
not that
you.
typical sports talk bullshit. You always find that left turn, man. I love it.
You know what freaks me out on ESPN is Herm Edwards. Like, I don't know what happened to that guy. He was like a badass defensive back.
He was.
When he was a coach. The guy, he was just the man. He was like a drill sergeant. Like, yeah, look at that guy. He goes on that show. I don't know what he's doing. He always starts slow and then he just wigs out. He just goes like, hey, the Jets are playing the Bengals. What do you think? He goes, well, you got two people playing a football game on Sunday. Like, I don't fucking say, what the fuck is happening to you?
It's revving up an engine.
Yeah, like, what are they telling you to go? Like, Herm, you're too boring just being yourself.
Yeah.
Throw a little Flavor Flav in there.
It's great.
Do you do an hour without stopping, or will you like do a subject and go, fuck it, I'm going to relax for a bit, pause?
No, I just wing it, and if I start bombing,
Last podcast, he went after a bug and left us all just hanging there. As you were killing a fucking mosquito.
A moth
or something.
They eat your sweaters, Opie. I have zero tolerance. I have to get a cedar chest.
Yeah. He even goes, I don't care if you guys leave.
What a horrible goal thing to get. Cedar chest.
But he even goes,
chest of drawers.
I don't care if you guys leave my podcast. I got to kill this moth. And we're just all sitting there waiting for you to come back on mic. Yeah. It was funny, though.
Yelled at some squirrels.
Yeah.
How's your dog?
My dog is doing phenomenally.
There's a panic out there when you're fucking tweeting about a lost dog.
Man,
we all thought
I know.
it was your dog.
No, it was
No, I know now.
a friend of Nia's dog, and
Totally thought that was your dog.
They found it?
Yeah, thank God.
Because coyotes take dogs out there, right?
Oh yeah, but this was a pity, so they don't mess with them. Those coyotes are cowards.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, they're
don't go after-
they're
they
into
go
the
after
gang.
poodles?
Yeah, the gang beat down. They always pick on something smaller.
You seen coyotes out there?
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Are they scary?
Yeah, because
Looking?
they have that same look in their eye that like a hooker does, where it's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's just, I will fuck you.
Of your money.
Yeah, as opposed to that dick tease sort of thing. Like, they have that look on their face. They're looking at you, sizing you up. Like, can I grab that thing by the throat and shake it and then eat it? He's a little big.
Big butt.
If I had a couple more friends, maybe. Yeah. Put a pin in that. Maybe we'll come by. Maybe we'll come by tomorrow. He'll have his back to us, putting out the trash.
Kind of look like a dog, so he's not completely threatened.
Yeah, no, that's why I love my dog, because they just look at him and like, or her, I should say, in the society. Forget it.
There's
Sure as hell isn't me, my Ron Howard face.
There's some shit out there in the hills of L.A., man. I had no idea. When I was spending some time out there, I'd hike, and I saw the sign after the fact about the cougars and everything else that's on the trails. Fuck
yeah.
that. I would have never went hiking if I read the sign ahead of time.
They always say there hasn't been any mountain lions.
Mountain lions, I should say, right.
Yeah.
Same thing, I think, right? There haven't been any mountain lions there since the 1930s. You know,
right?
Just the little rascals will make it movies, right? That's what they try and say. But then, like, every once in a while, you see in the news, they'll just be like, 2 mountain lion cubs found in the driveway under somebody's SUV. Coming up next.
Now this.
What a cute little news story. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that when I was riding on a rental car bus. Another high point in my career. I was riding on, and they were talking 75 degrees, big traffic jam. Then they go, and a python the size of a bus coming up next.
A bus.
And nobody even flinched. Everyone's just, it's like, really, the size of a bus, really?
Why were you on the bus?
I was going over to get a rental car. That was the beginning of the story, Opie, that you weren't listening to. I said I was on the rental car bus.
Rental car bus.
The rental car bus.
Airport,
I didn't
probably.
hear rental car. I didn't hear car.
okay.
I heard rental bus, whatever.
When are you at Caroline's, by the way? Because Bill's at Caroline's.
July.
In July.
July what to what?
I don't know.
8th to 11th.
Just go to carolines.com or call them.
I'm
Just say
gonna-
Bill Burr in July. It's probably 1 week. They'll
Go
know.
8th through the 11th.
Hey, are you guys coming? You guys coming through the West Coast with the tour?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is that the most insane lineup ever?
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah.
Murderers Row.
Despicable Murderers Row. Definitely.
It's actually this time it's DePaulo, me, Attell, and Artie. Stanhope
I
did
missed
some.
Stanhope.
Yeah, no, Stanhope did some. Nick is doing some because it's easy for him
okay.
with Artie. Stanhope was great. Wore a fucking bad suit. He's a psychopath. He really is a psychopath.
I loved it. It was a good show. At,
God damn it! I miss everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll go out there. We might.
So Anthony, I'm getting close to pulling the trigger. No point intended.
I hear
no pun intended.
no pun intended.
No point intended
Yeah,
either.
I hear.
Such a moron.
I
gonna
hear.
carry?
That's
You're going to carry?
I have a house now, and it's fucking unsettling.
yes, right.
I've been joking on stage that when you live in an apartment building, there's that relaxing feeling to be around that many potential victims. And you're like, yeah, I'm up on the 5th floor. He's gonna come all the way up here.
When you could get someone on the first?
Yeah, and then you got to run down 5 flights of stairs. Cops are going to be there. He's going to get somebody in the first couple of floors. Dude, when you're in a house and it's just you, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
The world is on the other side of the door. And it just freaks me out.
Yeah, that's it.
But what's her face? What's her face? Neo, when she's not. Sorry.
What's her face?
Nice.
I,
Go and live with her.
I gotta be just to
a long
save
time
my
now.
ass here. I went out until like 2:30 in the morning last night drinking, so
Yeah.
I'm on one leg here. What's her face? Jesus, I hope she doesn't hear this. Now some douche is gonna send it to her.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Were you a gun guy growing up, or you've completely, changed your opinion?
I was a gun guy as a little kid watching cowboy and Indian movies, and then one time I went out and I shot a gun. And didn't have earplugs on. Shot a 5-shot 38. Not a good idea. After the first one went out, I couldn't hear anything, and I just unloaded the next.
Just want to get over with.
I wanted to get it over with.
You get her to get a gun too? Like, are you going to have her take lessons?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, we did it with the dog. We did it with the pit bull. Now, she could walk it through like a bunch of first graders holding like raw meat, and would not have a problem.
Yeah.
The dog would just be right next to her. So I just figured the gun's the same thing. But yeah.
Yeah, what are you taking, a safety course and shit?
I'm too old to get a black belt in anything, so I want to get in the express lane.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't want to learn how to aim. Just give me the shotgun in this general vicinity. I'll catch his shoulder at least.
Why you? Get out of my house!
I love the whole thing. The whole thing about the shotgun, where they say, because the big urban myth is all they hear is
Yeah,
and that's it. Really? Well, what if I hear 2 more on the other side of the door?
Right.
Then, isn't that like the World Series of Poker? I hear your shotgun, and I raise you a couple of machine guns. All right,
Yeah.
setting this thing down.
Yeah, you got to have something ready to go in the shotgun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
just
Chick. Are you looking for pistol or rifle or shotgun? Yeah.
I just want, if somebody is going to try to take me out, I would like to go down
Right.
with some sort of a fight. And dude, like, I live in a bankrupt state. I live in a city that technically has no water supply. I keep reading. The Rolling Stones just did like a 5-page article on Bank of America, dude. It was
Horrifying.
so criminal. I heard Keith Robinson's voice laughing. you know how he loves like evil stuff, and then they did this to old people. And I just heard Keith going, just so it's like,
Yeah, that's right, stupid. Take it.
that's what you get, stupid. Yeah.
What'd they say? Because I hate the Bank of America.
Dude, this is the thing. I'm so stupid.
my
I'm
bank.
gonna have to read it like 5 times, but it was just it was the whole build up to build, the whole bubble that they created, and then how nobody went to jail, and then they got the bailout money, and then they kept it, and then how they charge you on the ATMs. It was just
Oh, God.
all they were
Horrible.
missing was that 1920s like mustache.
Yeah.
And
We're so close to losing money to have it in their banks.
You already are,
no,
really.
it's
We're
Think
so
about it.
close.
I took most of my money out of there and just invested it. They're
We're getting
pigs.
less than 1% in savings, basically.
And then
now,
fees
and
are
now the
eating-
fees and the
eating you up.
ATM thing.
No, and then if you just read up on money, it's like it's legalized counterfeiting, and they just keep
Yeah, of
printing
course.
more, and there's nothing behind it, and it's just everybody believes in the lie, but it's literally it's just teetering.
You have to believe in the lie, because if you don't believe in it, then the whole thing is fucked.
There's no gold behind this. So what? Here,
So what?
I can still give it and get a shirt for it. Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been on the gold standard in years, but the whole value is that it's America.
No, as
The
far as I can
United
tell,
States.
is that it's barrels per oil is still measured in U.S. dollars. That somehow gives it value, which I
Right,
don't
right.
understand.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if it was somehow to flip and say euros per barrel, which is what old Saddam was trying to do. I guess he was getting together with old Hugo Chavez.
Oh, well.
And they were trying to get out from underneath.
Kind of that.
Yeah, we can't have that. So then all of a sudden we were all concerned about the Iraqi people. We need to defend their freedom. Son of a bitch is going to bankrupt us.
When did we come off the gold standard?
I think
it was at
officially,
50.
yeah, we did, but then like totally 100% Nixon signed something, according to my YouTube research. Do not hold me on this.
That's more than I know about it, and but I know it's just supposed to. I mean, I like Ron Paul, and that's a big fucking rally cry for Ron Paul.
I always love the crazy guy. I don't vote Democrat or Republican. Look at what Obama, right?
Yeah.
First black president ever, Democrat. This dude should be the most liberal guy ever. Signs a defense package where now they can just arrest anybody without a trial and hold you indefinitely just because they think you're a terrorist. That's like something Stalin would be like standing up, doing the Arsenio, applauding. Yeah, would totally be applauding. And like that just tells me that there has to be like
Somebody else in charge.
Some higher power.
Yes.
yeah, they got money on every horse that's running, and it's just like
That's unbelievable.
I'd like to know who the movers and shakers are.
yeah, that's that
You know.
classic Bill Hicks bit. You go in there and they show you the Kennedy assassination from an angle you've never seen before. Any questions? Not at all.
They take you to the basement of the White House.
Yeah,
I love
such a
that
great
bit.
bit. Yeah.
Hey, Tony in Cleveland says Bill Burr is a legend. Tony, why is Bill Burr a legend?
Hey guys.
He's gonna
so
trash
my
me.
Son, he goes to college and he's taking a course on public speaking, and his professor was showing some like famous speeches and people speaking, and then he was trying to point out that no matter how bad your speech is going or how uncomfortable you are, there's always a way out from underneath it. And he proceeds to show the whole class your Philly stand-up where you just attacked the crowd and turned them.
Oh wow!
In Philly, the famous fucking time. I was going to say this completely wrong. Bill Burr was not bombing that night. It was just a weird fucking
Yes, I
night.
was.
Nah, but you were funny though. You were being
No,
funny.
no,
You
I
were
s-
funny though.
No,
All right,
I-
technically you were bombing, but it had nothing to do with you and your
it was
material.
50 yeah, no, I started off with some stupid cell phone joke that bombed, and then I ran to my next joke, and that was the one that they were playing in the promos. Everyone heard it, and then I bailed on it and go, "Well, you guys aren't going to laugh at that?" And then they just went, "Bah!" And
Right.
that's what started it. So
What I want to know is, it's on YouTube. It's legendary, but weren't we filming those fucking shows? It was part of our virus show. There's got to be a much better copy of that out there.
Well, I think that we had just allowed certain people to film, and or they wouldn't film without getting paid. Steve C, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, I'm talking about the production.
I thought we were.
The production guys.
Oh, that's a good
No, I
question.
don't think it was Steve C. I'm talking about the production guys. I thought they were filming with the hope of maybe we could figure something out down the road. I would love to know that because it would be great if there was a better copy out there.
sitting in a vault somewhere.
I think it might
Yeah.
be.
There's no
shitload of
vaults
video.
anymore. You know, it's probably on somebody's laptop that they just threw out, donated to a school.
Oh my
I have
God.
tapes. I have little fucking those minis.
Yeah.
Tapes. Just right before you were able to get the card.
Sure.
Put in and I have a lot of road shows on there. So I don't know. It might be on one of mine.
What do you
I know
mean?
I used to go around. Remember backstage and shit.
Film, yeah.
I was videoing
But
like everything.
But somebody has a good copy of Bill Burr just beating the shit out of that
Probably.
crowd. And by the end of it, for the people that I can't imagine, there's people that still don't know what happened. But Bill Burr got a standing ovation by the end of it. That's what made that so amazing, because he took on the entire crowd and they wanted to take him out. And by the end, they were fucking standing up and applauding.
That was an amazing.
It was fun.
And then Jimmy went out and acted like nothing happened.
Right.
went right into his material and absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To me, that was equally amazing because I remember when I got off, you said that was. You go. Opie walks by. He goes, "That was one for the ages, bro." And I'm already wondering, like, how is this going to be taken? Am I going to be humiliated and all that? And then I walked back and I saw Jimmy standing there, and I felt like a selfish ass for burning down the whole room. And I was like, sorry about that. Jimmy's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And just goes out there and is like, hey, how's everybody doing? Like he was on the Tonight Show. Went right into his material and destroyed.
Yeah, that worked out okay.
Sam, maybe play it on the after show if the quality's good enough. I don't know. But I feel like there's a better copy out there somewhere, so we should try to hunt it
I
down.
kind of like that it's just blurry.
You do?
Yeah. It kind of
It fits the whole thing.
It fits the whole mood of that thing.
So, Tony, they're really playing that in your son's college class there, huh?
Yeah, they didn't have the video. He said it was just an audio clip,
Right.
so they didn't get to see the video. So my son, he went with me once to see Burr when he was in Cleveland. He goes, yeah, that guy's a madman. This professor's like, oh, so you've heard this? He goes, no, I wasn't there, but I've heard it.
Yeah, it's legendary. What is it on YouTube there, Sam? That's only one of the copies. This one has almost 1 million views. I've seen other copies that have like 5, 6, 7 million views.
If you look up,
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yeah, this thing is, it just keeps spreading out there.
If you look up Bill Burr Philly,
Yeah, just look up Bill
It's
Burr
first
Philly.
thing.
All right.
Bill Burr fails. That's what always gets the most.
fail.
Yeah.
Anything with fail
Yeah,
on
if
it.
you
Yeah.
kill on a late night talk show, no one's going to see it. But if you slip and fall off the stage,
Yeah.
that's 100 million hits.
This guy, Jake, you guys were talking about hecklers.
Yes.
And then just audience. This guy has a question about hecklers, I guess, in general. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. I was at Rich Voss and Bonnie's show in Arlington 2 weeks ago. And Bonnie said, what do you guys want to talk about? And I said, how about John Stamos? And I don't know, she didn't like the answer very much. And then Rich came out and he was saying some stuff. And
Was it funny stuff?
Yeah, some of
Say
it.
some of it.
Are you about to say that you raised your voice twice in one comedy show?
Yeah, a couple times. Like Rich said,
Sir,
he said
why?
something about me and my wife, right? And I said, well, your wife hates you. And he's like, okay, we get it, dude. You listen to Opie and Anthony. You know, he said, that's a show I put on there. It's not real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right, exactly. So, he was getting kind of irritated with me, but, I didn't
Irritated
think
with
I
your
said anything out of
call.
line.
What was the next thing you said to
So
him?
tentative.
I can't remember. I had too many
Say-
drinks.
Yeah, exactly. You're making
Drunk.
You're making Bill Burr and Jim Norton's point.
Yeah.
They don't really like when you comment about the show because they're trying
No.
to do their thing.
So so it's like interrupting their show as well.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. It's like occasionally, I very rarely, 1 out of 50 times somebody pipes up, it's charming and fun. The other 49 times, I want to behead them.
Yeah, it says on the screen here, what's the difference between a heckler and someone who is commenting during the show?
That's a good question. You shouldn't talk during the show. Unless, like, I'll say sometimes, like, hey, is anybody into, like, sexual role play? Like, I like to hear sometimes the answers what people have done. That's a question I'm asking, and then nobody talks.
It's also like, I think it's very obvious. I think it's very obvious when you guys are doing your act and you need kind of complete focus. You're in your thing.
Sure.
And then there are times you kind of open it up to the venue. I've seen that. All you guys do.
Look,
then it's pretty obvious that they're kind of now fooling around with the crowd. And, then maybe they want you to comment or say
I don't mind
something.
like heckling as far as like if someone wants to try and get me, but if you just once it goes beyond like to that obnoxious level, you're just not going to shut up.
Right.
Then it gets to the point of like, okay, well, I can just stand here and go back and forth with you, but
Right.
people kind of paid to see the show, so like it just gets to that point. But I don't, sometimes like I always hear, certain comics will just say stuff like, do they heckle when you're in a Broadway show? It's like, dude, you're not on Broadway.
Right.
Okay, you're at a funny bone.
Right.
You know what I mean? This, people pay like $90 a ticket.
I was on Broadway and they heckled.
Literally, we're on Broadway. Wait a minute.
All right, Jake,
Yeah,
thanks.
you know what I mean? Like they think for some reason like they're like comedians are the only ones who get heckled. Bands get shit thrown at them. George Bush got shoes thrown at him.
Yeah.
If you stand with a microphone talking to a group of people, you basically should be sitting on a Duncan stool because it is going to happen.
Did you ever get a heckler that absolutely got you? Because you guys are professionals and you
Oh,
pretty much
God,
have heard it all and have
yes.
seen every situation. But
Absolutely.
you got a story of one that they really did get you
The first 8 years of my career, like it was I had a 50-50 chance.
of getting out of it?
Yeah, or getting owned. Like,
Wow,
when
yeah.
I first came down in New York, with my suburban cul-de-sac point of view. my dockers, I mean, it was bad. And they just smelled the fear, and they would get on me, and I would just hear tables. The worst was when I couldn't even hear what they were saying. I would hear them murmuring, and then the urban that duck laugh, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. They're
you're
coming at
done.
me. I'm done.
They're laughing at me, not with me.
Yeah, it was brutal. Yeah.
But now there's not a chance. I've seen all you guys. When I see a heckler, I'm like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
No, but still, if I'm in a bad mood, you can get me because I'll already have kind of pissed the crowd off, and and stuff. I guess,
You get too mean too fast.
too mean too fast, and people don't like. And if it's just, like one of those guest spot nights, so no one gives a shit that it's you. And Colin was just up, so why would they give a fuck about me? And then I'm up there acting like I'm fucking the grand poobah, and I'm being a dick and I'm saying bad things about women, and then someone heckles me and the crowd doesn't have my back. So then I'll throw, hey, why don't you go fuck yourself, crickets, yeah, you can, yeah.
Colin loves to go over like ways to hammer hecklers. Like we're upstairs at the cellar. Like if someone yells out, he's like, hey, could you keep it down to a dull roar? Or, hey, sir.
That Colin thing.
Really awful heckle lines.
Funniest man on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say why because I don't want to ruin it. But
No,
just in
it's
case,
it's hilarious.
I know. I'm sure all your
hilarious.
It's amazing how many dummies are out there. It's amazing.
Did you see when he said New York City needs a good dose of Christianity? Yes. Some lady writes, that's the last fucking thing.
Yeah. I don't give a care. It's my favorite.
I don't, IDAC.
IDAC. He just goes, IDAC.
IDGAC.
I don't give a care.
Did you see when he wrote CQ's recipe for success?
Oh, yeah, those are great.
What was it? It was a pair of brass. It's fucking.
You know what?
It's my favorite tweet anyone sent out. Sam, just find CQ's recipe for success. What does it say?
CQ's recipe. For success.
You know what I loved too was, did you see his one on The Office? Who's that guy who was on for a season and was leaving? The guy from Less Than Zero.
David.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I can never remember his name. Hold on.
James
Spader.
So he tweeted, James Spader's leaving The Office. He goes, gee, I wonder who they're going to get to replace him. Gee, I wonder. And then he goes, hashtag fat paycheck. And then all these people wrote, do you really think they're going to fucking cast you? Like losing their minds. Here I am saying what he's doing. I should shut up.
That's right.
Hilarious.
CQ recipe for success / dinner, 1/2 cup of brass you-know-whats, a tablespoon of I don't give a care, and a pound of get off my back, Jack.
He's brilliant, man.
A tablespoon of I don't give a care.
That guy is brilliant.
What a fucking horrible
It's I am Colin Quinn on Twitter.
He really took to Twitter, man. He found his niche, and
it's the best angle.
It's great. It's so fucking great.
Because in the end, Twitter's all bullshit.
Yeah, what are you gonna do on there? Fucking
What are we supposed to stop tweeting?
Get into
It's
the
like-
same Second Amendment arguments I get into every fucking night.
The fucking Goodfellas with healthcare thing that just made me laugh. We was doing like just Goodfella lines with our healthcare system. Oh, was that great?
Did you see when he was casting Tough Crowd, the movie?
Oh, no.
And saying, somebody tweeted the part of Bill Burr will be played by Cynthia Nixon.
Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Hey, do people beat up your hybrid because it's a hybrid?
What do you mean?
I was listening to your podcast. It seems like you have a lot of problems with your hybrid, and it seems like people just get angry when they see hybrid cars out there and feel like they have to do something to
No,
it.
the shit keeps happening to my car, though.
Yeah.
Somebody broke the window sitting in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke into it. I think they saw like the cord hanging out, so they thought maybe there was an iPod in there. And all there was a bag of quarters for the parking meter, and they took that, which really fucking bugs me, because they're walking, well, at least I got something.
Yeah, right.
That's fucking annoying me.
At least I got something.
Yeah, no, that's really bugging me.
Because they're annoyed,
Yeah.
If they break your window, they expect to at least come away with something.
Oh, you know what kills me, too, is they break the window, and rather than just opening the glove box, they got to rip it open. It's like it wasn't locked.
Right.
All right, you fucking movie criminal guy thinks you got to do this.
Could you at least make it easy for me after you leave?
The console thing, it just bent it back like Joe Theismann's leg coming at you, just all twisted up.
It's violating, isn't it, when they steal your shit?
Just picturing that douche.
Sitting in
No,
your
you got to see my open in 5 minutes. I'm talking about like how I'm fantasies of shooting the guy. Not center mass. I want to get him in the leg so he doesn't die, but every time it rains, he remembers.
He feels it.
Should have never done that.
It is so violating. You're right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I had my car broken into once, and I knew the guy was going to do it because I used to carry like one of those little fag bags, around your waist. They put a little walk, and I'd have my fanny pack, and I was putting it under the seat, and I saw some fucking homeless guy notice me, just lean, and I'm like, "Move your car, stupid! You know the rules." He saw you do that. Right. Came back later. It was fucking right by the sun. Years ago, I would never do that again.
Jimmy.
He knew.
You knew too.
But I saw him see me. I deserved it.
Fell for it.
Yeah, I sure did. Thank God nobody was hurt. Am I right or wrong?
Exactly. Hey, that's a good premise though for Chip. You know, why do they call it a fanny pack when they wear it in the front?
I don't get it. And how come it's a fanny pack if it's not one? I'll use that one.
Oh, then he does that. Yeah, isn't that horrible? The push.
I love and hate Chip.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
At the same time.
But it's 99% love.
No, it's really not.
Bill, you in town for a couple days?
No, I fly out
Today?
Yeah.
Ah,
And I swung by to say hello
showed
to
up
my
so
old,
late.
my old buddies.
We're almost ready to
Damn
go
you.
home.
Dude, I always try to call on the show and you guys never fucking pick up.
What?
What is it?
we
You're
want.
screening my calls? Is that what it
No,
is?
we want Bill Burr phone calls. So I don't know if I believe you. You got the right number?
I'll have to check during the break.
Yeah, we'd
I have
love
two
phone
numbers.
calls from you.
It says O&A hotline.
All right,
That's what it says right
Make
by
sure you
phone.
got the right.
I
ones.
finally just got the hotline number. I've been calling Sam using the regular number, but easy to get through.
say, I'm surprised
No one on that fucking phone. No one calling up Sam's show.
I would heckle Bill real good at this show.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say?
Hey, Bill Burr, what are you cold or something, Burr?
Oh, God. Sarah, what is that?
Hey, got nothing.
No, you got him that time, Chip.
Just noticing he's adding that annoying laugh after.
Oh, yeah, that. And then the hand pounding on the fucking console.
Hey, nice egg sandwich. What are there, chickens in there or something?
that I don't know what it is. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, the show's over.
Packing my bags.
It's always bad when you're talking and you see Anthony wrapping the cords.
Wrapping cords. I'm
not
roadieing my fucking
He's not fucking around today.
computer. I got him. I got the big pool opening today.
It's technically.
Fucking A, man. Pool is open. Today, motherfuckers.
Yay.
When I come back in July.
Yeah.
All right?
July is the next time I'm going to see you.
No, I mean, I'm most likely another time. But I'm
Go out
just
to
saying.
Calvert and get the heavy artillery out.
Yeah,
Laugh
I
your
gotta
ass off.
check out your compound.
Yeah.
You never been to his house? You've
Never.
It's great, dude.
Fuck, man.
Never
Come
been.
on.
Pretty
you gotta
impressive.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got the pool opening up today. He's fucking gonna be killer.
I always pictured it like half Tony Soprano, half Cheesecake Factory, or like
It's
like some
it
sort
definitely
of water,
yeah.
water
Not too
slide.
It definitely has
They're
a
not too
Tony
off.
Soprano thing to it.
I love it.
Yeah, it definitely has that kind of vibe going on.
look at your
Hey.
You made it.
What the fuck do you Yeah. He's crying because the fucking ducks are there and they're leaving and he wants to shoot them.
Great scene.
I was watching that yesterday on A&E. They actually do a good job for a channel that they can't, use the language that the Sopranos
They try at
normally
least.
use.
They don't
But
fuck it up.
I guess they took the second. They did both lines, the dirty one and the clean one, when they filmed it. So
Yes.
it's not really fucking crazy to see them saying freaking instead of fucking,
Right.
and you know what they were saying anyway. I'd rather see it with the curses, but it's
Yeah.
not as horrible as Mr. Falcon.
The famous Mr. Falcon.
Yes.
Bill Burr podcast, Monday morning podcast, doing very well. I suggest you
sir.
check it out.
Yes, sir.
Bill Burr on
Absolutely.
Twitter. Any other gigs coming up?
I don't know. I don't have much
all
this
good.
month. I got a college that's open to the public on April 27th.
Whoa.
Wow,
Open
that's,
to the
that's
public.
unusual.
It's
huh?
in New Hampshire, the
New
great
Hampshire.
state.
I never done a gig
yes.
up there. It's nice, right?
Oh yeah.
Is that the Boston market or is that like a little bit out of it?
It depends.
yeah.
Like, you don't want to cannibalize the bar. I can't cannibalize
Depends.
it, but I would.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
If it's right over the border, it's kind of Boston
Right.
still.
Nah, I think it's far enough away. Now you got me worried. It's gonna hurt my ticket sales in Boston.
Nah, you'll be fine up there, man.
Why am I going to drive all the way down there when I could just see him in New Hampshire?
I could see him over here.
Fucking Bruins. You think they got a shot or what?
I don't know.
I'm going Flyers. I got it for the in-laws. My team's out, so I got to pick a team.
How great was that game yesterday?
I only tuned it in the last 5 minutes, and we're talking about the Penguins Flyers. Holy fuck!
Right.
You see the coaches almost go at it.
It was everything that makes hockey great and makes most people not like hockey because they think it's barbaric. I love it.
They-
Absolutely love
The
it.
coaches almost went at it yesterday.
How funny is Hartnell?
Unbelievable.
Hartnell is one of the
He's
funniest
old school.
He's one of the funniest. Like, he's unbelievable. He can score goals and just annoy the shit out of the other team.
Yeah, he's
Like,
old school.
I should hate him as a Bruins fan. Sorry, I'm eating a fucking sandwich here.
That's
nah,
okay.
you know what?
I'm
You
putting
got
my
to respect
coat
those
on.
guys because
You're eating.
Ty Domi, Ty Domi,
Yeah.
Domi, right?
Todd Dummy.
No, but I wouldn't.
I used to love that guy, even when he was beating up my team. How do you not love a guy like that?
No, did you see him do?
If you're
did
a
you
hockey
see how
fan.
not doing the Hulk Hogan putting his
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
up
yeah,
to
of
his
course.
ear as
Yeah.
people are throwing stuff
Yeah.
at him? It's just like you gotta love that
That's
guy.
all old school 70s shit.
Yeah, but
Kenny's
we
got
finally
my
Bruins finally beat the Rangers last night, but the Rangers look tough.
Rangers are real tough this year.
Yeah, but they're the Rangers.
I don't.
You know, are they gonna do something? Anthony, I'll see you later.
go.
I know, I understand.
go.
Yeah, you got other things to do.
He's got the pool thing.
Jesus.
I actually have an appointment.
Look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's got
stepping it up.
something.
Wait a minute. Look at this whole London fog look. I love it.
I got tired of going to. I'm wearing like a gentleman's coat because I got tired of going to events with a suit jacket and my fucking. I have that same horrible coat that Sherrod Small has. That like bomber jacket. So I had to get a gentleman's
Nice.
coat. Yeah, you know, if you're gonna wear a sweater, you got it's. You know,
I got one.
You're looking, I would say, dapper.
Well, he wears a lot of sweaters now.
Yeah.
He's the sweater boy cutie.
You know how Weight Watchers works. You know, you lose a little bit.
Yeah. He's looking good for his special.
I'm out of here.
That was such a creepy
we can-
squeeze of the pinky.
We can
All
go
right,
to
Jimmy.
it. We can go to, I guess.
Now let's talk a little hockey.
Well,
A little bonus time.
Well, my fucking Islanders suck, so I have to pick a team.
Dude, are they gonna leave? They're gonna leave next
I think
summer?
they are, but they got another year, maybe 2 years left on the lease. I think they are at this
You
point.
know how insane that would be, that like a team that won 4 in a row was a dynasty and all that.
Right.
It just
I can't believe they can't figure it out. I just can't believe it. I hope they move to Brooklyn or closer to like the old Shea Stadium. There's rumors of doing something like that. That would be cool. But if the Islanders leave, then I have to pick another team. It would kill me to pick the Rangers.
And you've hated everybody in the old Patrick division your whole life.
Of course. Philly at this point is my second home for the last like 8 years, so I don't have as much of a problem now rooting for the Flyers now that the Islanders are out.
Dude,
But I couldn't do that on a regular basis.
I always feel so bad for sports. I can't imagine if the Bruins ever left Boston. I was just trying to think who I would have rooted for.
Who would you go for?
All right, the closest team, Canadians, forget about that.
Right.
That's never happening.
Right.
Then you got
Then you got New York teams.
or Buffalo. I actually
Buffalo's an easy one. I could go Buffalo.
no, fuck Buffalo.
I could go Buffalo.
I still hate them from back when they had Felino with that stupid Racer X hat that he used to wear. Tom Barrasso, was he on that team?
A lot of the Western New Yorkers.
Lindy Ruff.
I don't remember the. Oh yeah, I remember that name. But a lot of the Western New Yorkers go to Boston to vacation, so there is a kind of connection there.
This is weird as this might sound, I would go. I like the Flyers, and I do like the Rangers because of 1994. Because watching somebody break a curse, and I was
Finally.
like just a Red Sox fan. I was like watching that, and Mark Messier. I thought that was awesome.
That kind of.
And everybody
But that kind of fucked our chant over. Our Islanders had a great chant, 1940. Now we have to go 1994, but they say 1980.
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
You don't want to bring it up when they've won one earlier.
Now we got to wait now.
No, but everybody stole their "Let's Go Rangers" chant. Let's go Rangers.
Sure.
Even when I go to a Bruins game, they go "Let's go Bruins." It was never that when I was growing up. It was "Here we go Bruins, here we go," and the whole rafters would be shaking. And
Do you realize 94 is now 18 years ago?
yep, I realize we're
Seems
old.
like yesterday.
Yep.
Seems like yesterday the Rangers finally did it. That's 18 years ago already.
Yeah, and how long was their curse? 54 years.
54, 1940 before that. They went 1940, then 1994.
They're
Yeah.
not going to go another 54 years.
They got a strong chance of winning it this year. Fuck.
Did you see that whole thing on that goaltender there?
No.
Henrik Lundqvist.
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was such a movie star looking guy.
On 24/7, you mean?
Yeah, they had this whole thing. Like I just thought he was another fat guy playing
no.
goalie. Goalies to me are always fat guys.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were. The fat kid always played goalie.
Yeah.
The spaz played right field.
Right.
Right? There was places you went.
Well, the goalie was always a little funny. You had to be a little fucking funny to stand in front of pucks.
Sort of an alcohol problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
No,
I
I
got to tell you something, man. I've been playing. I took up the game.
I heard you in the
about
podcast.
About a year and a half ago, dude. I don't know what happened the last 2 times I played. A couple of things put together. I still suck, but I feel like I'm on the upper level of sucking at this point. You know, like upper middle class. I'm like upper sucking.
Right.
And
All of a sudden, you're in the zone. It all kind of.
No, you know what it was? Dude, I'm such a psycho. Like, I was watching on YouTube, like, coaches who coach hockey, like hockey coaches, and I was
Right.
watching the videos. And because the biggest thing that you have when you're out there, aside from how do I skate and stick handle at the same time, which I still can't do, I'm terrible with that. But the other big question I have is, where the fuck am I supposed to be? You know what I mean? I know that
Just the basics.
Yeah, when you go in the offensive zone, I always see like the defensemen are at the blue lines, but you know,
Yeah, you can't go in too deep.
all of that. No idea what it'd be. And I just watched a couple of these things about, them cycling the puck around and a couple things on breakouts. And all of a sudden, the last time I played, someone said, hey, you're a pretty good positional player.
Oh, really? So
you're
they
kind of where
noticed.
you're supposed to be. And then we give you the puck and you turn it over instantaneously.
I would assume that everyone didn't know where they were.
You know what would be hilarious is if you could somehow hook up something to test my heart rate and watch how high up it goes when the puck is passed to me. Because I just said somebody's coming and I have to look down when I have the puck.
You're just
I compare it to texting while driving. So I'm sitting there, I got to look so I don't lose it.
It's like, how long can I look down before someone fucking creams me?
People know I panic, too, because whenever the puck comes near me, people always like, plenty of time, Bill. You got plenty of time. And I immediately just try to send it around the boards, and someone else takes it and goes in for a goal.
How is that, though? You're in your 40s, right?
43.
43. Yeah. So how is it to go back to one of your sports you loved in your 40s?
Well, I only played pond hockey and that type of thing, but the great thing
about something you just enjoyed is what I'm saying. And
dude, it's phenomenal. And I got to tell you what the great thing is because I'm so old, I can't run anymore unless my life is in danger, right?
Right.
It's just my back, my knees, everything kills me. But something about skating, it's not like you're not stomping your feet, so it's not like high impact.
Right.
And you still feel fast because you can skate way faster than you could ever run. Even though you're the slowest guy on the ice, your jersey's still blowing in the breeze.
Right.
I'm telling you.
See, because my sport was basketball. And at my gym, there's pickup games all the time. And I'm like, just do it, dummy. These guys out there I know are older than me, and I would fucking enjoy it.
You should do it.
And I still shoot around, and I just enjoy doing it.
Definitely do it. Then you get on it. I'm going to join a league.
Are you?
Yeah, I got to do it.
Because they got leagues at my gym, too. I'm like, why not? Why not,
Hey, did you see that picture? I don't know if it's Photoshop, but it's funny either way.
The Bruins one?
Yeah.
That went around yesterday?
Oh, that was hilarious.
What does it say again?
I wish there's some girl holding up a sign to Tyler Sagan.
Yeah.
Who's like the young heartthrob.
I tweeted it yesterday. It's hilarious.
Yeah, said I wish I only got 2 minutes for hooking.
Oh, no, there was another one about we blew you in high school. Did you see that one?
No.
It's on my timeline, Opie Radio. I'll get a cheap plug in there. Go way back because I had a fucking live tweet the Country Music Awards yesterday. Yeah, I think it said something like, we blew you in high school. But then someone had to ruin it for me and say, oh, that's Photoshop. That website Photoshops those signs all the time.
Oh, so because
it looked pretty real to me.
It didn't look. This is why it didn't look real to me because he was wearing the away jersey.
Right.
Sagan's wearing the away jersey, and the entire crowd is Bruins fans. Like the whole crowd. So I thought it was Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
It's still funny.
It's so funny. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, but you want to think somebody actually came up with that, and Tyler Sagan's actually really laughing at that.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Start a new trend. Just come up with these dumb signs for real.
Well, why don't you give away 2 pairs of tickets along the glass once a month,
Let's
right?
do it.
And then whoever comes up with you have a contest. Whoever comes up with the best sign. No, but then the NHL will be looking for it.
Well, we used to get signs in the wrestling events and stuff, so it's not too far-fetched. We might have to go old school and start doing that again.
Are we even doing radio at this point, or are we just sitting here brainstorming ideas?
I haven't talked to you in a while. It's good.
You know what I think would be funny?
I can't wait for playoff hockey, though. I tweeted yesterday that the Penguins-Flyers. That's one sport.
They have to play each other. They have to. Both of them better win until they play each other.
I think they got a rematch this week. I think they got to play one more time.
They play Saturday.
But the game might matter, right? Because they only have a couple points between them as far as the top seed goes, right?
Yeah.
I think. So they have to play hard still. That could get ugly.
I got this weird thing where I love the Flyers, but I hate their fans because one time I went to a Bruins game with my mother, and they were so obnoxious.
And Bruins fans aren't?
Oh, no. No.
I mean, Philly takes the cake.
No,
we all know
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I'm giving them respect here.
Right.
Because when I really think of all the stuff they were saying, it was absolutely hilarious. But I was there with my mom. I'm trying to enjoy the game, Right. And I don't know what it is. But I've always loved the Flyers. And then I got this weird thing where I have so many friends who are Penguins fans. But I just hate the Penguins because I just think that, we lost Neely and Savard, career-ending injuries to those sons of bitches.
Right, yeah.
So I can't like them, but...
You have more, I'm starting to have more respect for Crosby, and I know that's almost sacrilege, but...
No, he's awesome.
The guy fucking keeps getting up. They called him a pussy for a while there, but now he's fucking taking concussions, and he's getting right back in there. He took that fucking puck to the nose the other day. You see that?
Yeah, dude, nobody who plays
I'm starting to have a little more respect
is,
for the
is,
guy, because it's so easy to just hate on him as being a pussy, but I see him taking some pretty good hits lately. He took a pretty good hit at the end of the game yesterday.
You know what it is? It's those big pouty lips. That's what gets him.
Yeah.
He's got those...
I And that 24, but that 24/7 does it too. Whatever team they feature, I start liking. You've watched the 24/7. I start liking them for whatever reason. I even started finding myself liking the
That
Rangers a
Ovechkin
little
one
bit.
was weird though. How he still lives with like his parents.
Really strange. What's that about?
Yeah, he's almost like he was
Get a house for your parents close by, whatever.
He was coming off like a pothead, like his mom was cooking for him and stuff.
Man.
And it's just like, dude, you're one of the best guys in the league. What's going on? It was like a combination of funny,
Yeah.
and then then just kind of
It's
weird.
like you want to say, look, you're Ovechkin. I think if I remember this correctly, he was playing video games while his mom was cooking him dinner downstairs. I'm like, hey, that sounds like a great luxury, but
All
the
that was
fact is,
missing
you're
wa-
still in your mom's house.
Yeah, all that was missing was, his dad coming in going like, did you look for a job today?
Right.
Dad, I'm gonna.
This stupid hockey thing's not going to last forever,
It's going to find out he's probably getting like blackmailed by some psycho back home. That's no
Something.
joke. Russians are no like living out on the West Coast. I'll tell you, the two people like just
I'm scared of Russians.
when you look at them, Armenians and Russians, those
Right.
are like the pit bulls of white people.
Right.
They should have like a tough man competition where the two of them just go at it. I was saying that in my
fuck yeah.
podcast. Have Dana White put that together. Just toughest civilian, just something toughest dude. Dude, all those Armenian guys, they all got their head shaved. They all look like they could put you in an arm bar, choke you out.
I completely
Superman
agree.
punch. I would not fuck with any of them.
I even see the Russian dads at the park with their kids. They're even at a dumb playground. They're intimidating as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I pray that my kid doesn't get in a little thing with the Russian kid because I know I'm gonna have to deal with the Russian dad, who's way more intimidating than the fucking
Give you some
dork.
old world headbutt.
Yeah,
that you never get up from.
Than the dork that wears his Yankees cap and thinks he's something.
On his Jordan shorts.
All that shit. Those fucking guys are easy. It's the Russians with that fucking blank stare. I'm like, what is he thinking?
Yeah.
I gotta go, or my
All right.
ride's gonna leave.
I hear you.
Bill Burr. God, I hope Kenny's still there. You think he left on me?
Probably.
Hey, I want to thank everyone who came out to my shows down in Wilmington. I was performing with Joey Roses, the teen idol sensation from your
Joey
wonderful
Rosa?
program, and
Well, he took your spot. You know that.
he did take my spot. I groomed him,
We missed the Bill Burr on this show.
and then
badly.
you brought him in, and then why
Joey-
why don't you guys start taking my calls?
Well, we gotta make sure you got the right hotline numbers. I
It
mean,
says O&A hotline in my phone.
in all fairness, fucking Joe does a great job for us. Really, fucking love when Joe comes in too.
Listen, Opie, I don't want to hear about your new girlfriend. All right,
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm back in town. Tell him to take the couch.
You're leaving today. Thanks a lot. I usually get you for a couple days. All right,
I will.
Bill Burr.
I'll be here in July, so the whole week doing Caroline's, but I'll be back before then.
That'll be great. Bill Burr's podcast is really good. Check it out on iTunes.
The Monday Morning Podcast.
Monday morning podcast.
Just go to BillBurr.com.
and BillBurr.com and at Bill Burr on Twitter. And I'm out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.